Hi, I'm Sharron Lennon from the Department of Fashion and Apparel Studies, and I'm here today to talk to you about why we decided to adopt e-portfolios. There were a couple reasons why we wanted to do it. One being that we wanted to use it to inform our teaching, to improve our teaching, both of those reasons, and we wanted to be able to enhance the learning that students take away from the project, really through this reflective process whereby they were uploading artifacts and then thinking about and writing about what they learned from doing the projects. We introduced it in 4 classes in the fall. Let's see if I can remember, 114, 218, 325, and 415. And there were different levels of involvement. Some of the classes had heavier involvement than others whereby they uploaded multiple things, which actually we found was better because they seemed to adapt to using the portfolio easier, and also the more often they used it and the sooner in the semester they used it, they actually sort of acclimated to it easier. So just to give you some examples of learning goals, one, for example, was the students did a gap case study for their FASH 218 class, and then they uploaded that and reflected on that in terms of our goal for the major, which is about fashion branding and business strategy. So that activity assessed that goal. We also, I can just give you some examples of rubrics that we used at FASH 325, which is multimedia fashion presentations. We asked the students to upload a presentation of themselves. It was actually a video, and then they had to watch and listen to themselves and answer questions like what they thought they should change about the video. What did they do well? What did they need to work on some more? What would they do differently if they had to do it again? And benefits that we found is that the using the e-portfolio allows us to just really assess whether the students are meeting the goals of the program. Gives them an opportunity for reflection, and it makes the assessment much more explicit and transparent. And what we learned is that one thing we learned is that Mac users have more difficulty, and that was across a lot of different courses too, and I think it has to do with the browser. So the browser isn't very compatible with Sakai, and so they would be uploading something, but I wouldn't be able to read it.
Oh.
So that's something that I'm telling them right off this semester not to do. And they have other browsers. They were just using the Mac browser. And other things, that I could just mention is once the students got into it, they did kind of like that whole process, I think, and they felt like that it was useful to them to have that information. In my class, they actually also did a presentation portfolio, and they could really see the relevance of sort of reflecting on things that they had done, like work experiences, for example, and how work experience, it's something totally unrelated to their field, might really be a good thing to talk to an employer about. So